You want to know how to make a difference? Step 1. Make a video about it and post it online. Welcome to Fishcracker Faith. Faith bite-sized. Have you ever heard the phrase, modern problems require modern solutions? It's a pithy remark about how the problems of our modern society should be addressed by modern ways of thinking. It promotes the importance of thinking outside the box and swimming against the tide. But tucked quite skillfully inside is a disdain against conventional norms and traditional thinking. Because we are a modern society, we have no need for pre-modern solutions. So the line of thinking goes. And so traditional norms are thrown out, replaced by the forward-thinking, modern, and egalitarian. While traditional beliefs are ignored, ridiculed, and ideologically persecuted. While that train of thought is a story for another time, there is definitely much truth to the statement, modern problems require modern solutions. We do have modern problems where the only solution is a modern one. You can't fix a car today the way they did 50 or 30 or even 10 years ago. And nowadays, you can't just delete something you posted online and be none the wiser. Everyone will have receipts. But not every issue is a modern issue. And therein lies the problem. There's a saying that goes, if all you have is a hammer, everything else looks like a nail. And a growing problem in our society today is viewing every issue through the singular lens of modernity. Now think about it. Science, as modernity seems to ground itself on, is the only acceptable means of truth. Philosophy, religion, cultural norms, they're all shoved to the wayside. Secondary, if they mean anything at all. If it is within the circle of scientific inquiry, it is obviously true and cannot be falsified. The balance of modernity is psychology, and anything beyond it is disconnected with reality. Religious answers to societal issues are ignored, if not ridiculed and insulted as backwards thinking. Now, this ironically narrow-minded thinking diminishes people into numbers on a grid, machines needing instructions, and problems to solve. But that's for a different video. Now, going back, the beauty of the statement, modern problems require modern solutions, isn't in the word modern as a period in time, but as a category. Meaning you can slot in a different adjective, a different category, in place of the word modern. If modern problems require modern solutions, then psychological problems require psychological solutions. And spiritual problems require spiritual solutions. And yes, cultural problems require cultural solutions. Not every problem is a modern problem. Some problems have been with us since the beginning of human consciousness. Which brings me to the title of this video. Culture is the manifestation of everything we believe as a society. Social norms, religious beliefs, collective mythos, values, goals, all of that is cobbled together to make the framework of our art, our poetry, our media, and our entertainment as a society. It is both set in stone, wherein it is impossible to change overnight or in a single generation, and yet it's fluid, wherein it feeds on what it produces, learning from new input and creating something fresh and vibrant for today. And if there is a problem that has arisen from culture, the solution cannot then come from modernity. You cannot stick a comprehensive education plan to mitigate a cultural disease. If what the culture teaches is to do whatever you want without weighing the consequences, then no amount of teaching self-restraint and discipline will make a difference. Well, actually it could, but we'll get to that in a bit. Cultural problems require cultural solutions. So how do we arrive at a cultural solution? You create it. We, as individuals, create culture by the things we produce, the art that we make, the movies that we create, the books that we write, and even the things that we teach. And these all collectively become part of a culture that shifts it towards addressing the problem at hand. But that shift is gargantuanly slow. If we're committed to addressing these cultural issues, then we need to be prepared to do this for the long haul, creating culture that slowly shifts the needle to the other direction. We need to be persistent, consistent, and united. Otherwise, these problems will just remain. And no amount of modernity can address this issue. You can't hammer a screw without breaking one, the other, or both. Because modern problems require modern solutions. And cultural problems require cultural solutions.